Hey, anyone who has ties to the world of high school speech, including myself, is bound to get fired up over this one. Nebraska high school senior Michael Barth says he never planned on changing a word of a poem that's now stirring up controversy over same-sex marriage.
They asked me to change my program so it didn't represent any transgender agendas.
Using lyrics from Macklemore's song Same Love, Michael's poetry interpretation won him first place in the Nebraska State Speech Competition. But the Nebraska School Activities Association asked him to make some changes to it before he performed during an NET television program. Michael, however, is gaining a lot of public support. An official with NSAA says the association's attempt to avoid a controversy backfired, to say the least.
I don't believe the controversy would be there the way he performed his piece and the program he has developed. The controversy wouldn't be there. It is now, but it wouldn't have been there if they had just let him perform it in its original content.
The NSAA now says Michael is free to perform the poem the way it was originally written. Some good news for him, I'm sure.
Well, at least his parents didn't forget about him. That's so cute. He's probably like, what is going on?
That's cute, Jessica. That's
Owls are
creepy.
cute.
That creature is scary looking. Imagine being the person that found it.
The claws are a little intense, but it's...
The claws, the eyes, the beak, everything about it screams
So Jessica doesn't like birds, everyone.
It's true. I'm not a big fan.
I mean, it's not as cute as the bear cubs that we showed the other day, but he's cute. He doesn't know what's going on.
Those were cute, and they had claws.
Yeah.
Owls, not cute.
The forecast yesterday was not cute. Today might not be too bad, but going to be a little bit cloudy. It's still going to be chilly once again today as well. Unfortunately, what is going to look at is what we're going to be seeing over the weekend. So after the 30s and 40s today, we'll be up possibly even to the 60s and 70s tomorrow and Sunday. Yes. And I'm going to kind of get my brain here together because I had no idea what was just happening at the desk. I'm out of it, guys.
Someone out there has to be with me. Owls are not cute. Not cute.
The poor little thing was abandoned. His parents were bringing him food.
They would put him in a box.
Come on.
He was a trespasser. Come on. That does it for us this hour. We're back with much more news and weather right after this. The water's coming all right, and it's headed right for them.
The plan is to come here, to shove it through North Shore.
Just like sick to my stomach.
Many of the folks along North Shore feel they're getting the short end of the stick. They're being told to prepare for 6 to 12 inches, and they're only getting about 35 bags to protect their homes. But ask any one of these people why the plan is to funnel water directly into McCook Lake, and they'll tell you their thoughts. All right, it's all to save the businesses in Dakota Dunes.
Yeah, we felt kind of the same way, like we were the sacrificial lamb a little bit. I don't know. I mean, in this situation, what do you do? You know, it's probably no good pointing fingers. It's done. So it's coming this way. I would rather prepare for it than I would point finger at somebody who, what can you do?
Taking action is what a lot of folks are doing, like Craig Dam. He's a resident along North Shore, and since his neighbor's house is being torn down right next door, he's utilizing their backyard for a little extra insurance.
A lot of stress, a lot of, hard work and trying to, keep everything safe and dry and just continue on, so.
Not exactly what anyone wants to be dealing with, especially after 2011, but it's all they really can do at this point. So eventually the process works like this. You think of it as a sub pump, the kind you have in the basement of your home. Folks here in McCook Lake, South Dakota actually have a submergible one that they put underneath the water and eventually will pump water back out into the Missouri River. Now typically it's the other way around, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And right now, the #1 priority on the minds of everyone here is to prepare for the absolute worst. In McCook Lake, South Dakota, I'm Jessica Cihacek, ABC 9 News. Jenna, I'm even breathing a sigh of relief right now. I mean, you couldn't help but feel for the people out here yesterday. You could practically see the summer of 2011 resurfacing in their eyes. So yes, all is well and good here in McCook Lake, South Dakota. All is also very sandy, as you can see. But hey, better that, they say, than wet. The work continues, but the worry does not.
My house is saved and my businesses are saved. I have 2 businesses in Riverside. So Thursday night, I thought I was going to lose my house and my 2 businesses in about 24 hours. So right now I'm ecstatic.
Thursday, folks in McCook Lake, South Dakota were busy getting their hands dirty, all in preparation for record flooding that never actually came. Check it out, all this sand that was never even put to use. And take a look at all these pallets that were never even picked up by homeowners. Not to mention the number of sandbags in front of people's homes that never saw a drop of water. Was it all for nothing? The folks here in McCook Lake say it was for absolutely everything. It was for their sanity, a sense of security.
It's the peace of mind. And so we went to bed last night feeling pretty good about things. So it's the peace of mind. It's worth it.
It was for morale within the community.
There was a lot of community, bonding, and everybody's helping each other out. And it was nice to get everybody out on the same page and get through this together.
Get through it, they did. Continue on, they will. Consider moving, they won't. They're the people of McCook Lake, resilient, close-knit, and this time around, not underwater. Now, we should probably mention that one of the major reasons McCook Lake is in such good shape right now is because of significant water being released after a levee failed upstream in Akron. So, of course, we need to remember that while we may be sitting fine just right here, right where we're at, there are several other areas where that's not exactly the case. Jenna? They're still trucking the folks here in Coleridge after Tuesday night's tornado uprooted trees, flipped over trailers, tore out parts of people's homes, and wiped out power for hours. It's a mess, no doubt, but what really dumbfounds the people living here? The tornado itself, which seemed to stay spinning in the same exact spot for an eternity, or what felt like it to some.
Very unusual, because usually most of these storms are, driving 30, 40 miles an hour across the countryside. And this one here, I think they said took, 10 miles in 2 hours. It was like it just never went nowhere.
But the tornado did eventually go somewhere just east of town. That's where farms were destroyed and livestock killed.
Cattle stuck knee-high in mud, cattle that were dead with sticks through them. It wasn't good.
And then there's this man who literally lost everything. His home, his barn in which he did all of his woodworking. Not to mention he lost his wife just this past Sunday. Too distraught to go on camera, he tells me his biggest blessing is that his wife, Diane, isn't here to see this. In Coleridge, Nebraska, I'm Jessica Cihacek, ABC 9 News.